Many property management companies have been cautious about accepting cryptocurrency payments until the technology becomes more established. While Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are gaining tremendous popularity, most will wait to implement new rules before accepting them. Until then, they may only cater to a select segment of the rental market. The crypto boom has ushered in a new class of landlords, those who are able to buy and sell crypto assets in their local currency. Some of these startups are offering stakes in rental properties in exchange for crypto assets. Investors can invest as little as $50 to own a piece of a single property rental. Using blockchain technology to facilitate these transactions, these companies eliminate the need for middlemen. The industry will benefit in many ways, from the creation of new forms of small-scale investments to increased safety. While these startups are relatively new to the real estate market, they are bringing new ideas to the table. Investment companies must account for digital assets using the same accounting principles as they do for traditional assets. First, they need to determine which assets are owned by the company. Next, they must account for the cost of transacting and determining their fair value. Many early crypto funds used matrix pricing as a method of determining fair value. Although it is not a standard GAAP accounting policy, it has come under SEC scrutiny. The new technology behind blockchain-based virtual worlds makes it possible for anyone to buy a piece of virtual real estate. For instance, in the game Legacy, people have spent over $54 million on plots of land. The game is still in development and has no launch date yet. Another example is Superworld, where users can buy a digital replica of any place on Earth. The average user of this game spends $3,000 on property purchases, while a piece of the Taj Mahal sells for $200,000. Similarly, a replica of the Eiffel Tower sells for $400 or so in cryptocurrency. Video games have been using currency for years. From the mustache-faced plumber to the gold-farming multicolored hedgehogs, video games have used various currencies and digital assets to encourage users to spend real money. While Bitcoin payment services have recently been discontinued due to the volatility of crypto, the future of the technology is promising. Here are some examples of video game currencies that use cryptocurrency. Let's explore how they work together. One popular video game that uses cryptocurrency is Axie Infinity. This free-to-play game features cartoon monsters and non-fungible tokens called Axies. Players can earn these Axies in the game, which are used to purchase items in the game. In addition to the game's virtual currency, players can also make payments using their native cryptocurrency, AXS. It has a market cap of $9 billion, so it is easy to earn a decent wage in this game. Some players earn 6 figures a month, or more. The underlying technology behind cryptocurrencies is blockchain. Blockchain allows a network of computers to maintain the integrity of its records, so that they can't be changed or hacked. The computers connected to the network constantly check the integrity of the database. Blockchain technology is also the core of video games that utilize cryptocurrency. Blockchain technology helps to maintain the integrity of smart contracts, which allow gamers to play freely without worrying about identity theft. Regulators have also raised concerns about the technology and have asked Congress to regulate them as banks. The Treasury Department is leading the President's Working Group on Financial Markets, which has recommended that stable coins be regulated like banks. Moreover, the Financial Action Task Force and Bank of England have warned against market manipulation and financial institutions using these currencies. In light of the current uncertainty in the financial system, regulators believe that this sector needs to be regulated as banks. In order to become truly stable, stable coins must be backed by some form of physical asset. Many of them are backed by gold or silver, but there are some that are not. Regardless of their backing, however, they must be held somewhere to ensure the value of the cryptocurrency. In the case of stable coins, that somewhere must be an exchange or broker. These trading platforms may not be as secure as the cryptocurrency itself. There are other problems with stable coins. There is little transparency in the industry, and the risk of abuse exists. One example of a shady operation is the MakerDAO, where users were led to believe they would only lose 13% of their holdings in the event of a liquidation. This case highlights how the technology can be used to circumvent anti-money laundering laws or enable illicit activities. A recent report by Chain Analysis found that much of the cryptocurrency used for such activities goes towards scams in the darknet market. Another concern is the risk of ransomware. A recent study found that ransomware has become a growing threat to cryptocurrency users, and that this technology is likely to be no different. One of the key benefits of a landlord NFT is the ability to withdraw all of its value at any time. The Landlord DAO is a blockchain-based DAO that collects rental profits from metaverse properties and distributes them to NFT holders. This process is initiated by a smart contract on the blockchain, and requires no human involvement. In addition, the Landlord NFT is a key to the vault, and the value of the Landlord NFT is equal to the value of the vault and the floor price, which locks in the actual value of the metaverse property. NFTs are growing in popularity as they have become a valuable asset. They are a great way for individuals to support an artist while at the same time acquiring an asset that can be traded later on. However, they do have some inherent shortcomings. While NFTs are unique, they can be easily copied and downloaded. Moreover, their value is driven primarily by speculation and their environmental impact. In addition, some blockchains are difficult to store, which means they cannot be sold for the full purchase price. The recent growth of NFTs has helped several companies. Concept Art House is one such example, providing art to NFT projects. These companies also use the art in collectibles to attract fans of certain products. One example of such a partnership is with Gala Games, which created a Sin City NFT drop. One original piece of art, I Love You, Nancy Callahan, sold for $840,000. While the FSOC has designated 2 operators of business payment systems and 1 entity focusing on retail payments as systemically important financial market utilities, it has not done the same for stablecoins. This is largely because the regulations do not require stablecoin issuers to safeguard their reserves and maintain their liquidity. This means a sudden spike in demand could break the buck and cause a crash in the price. A run is when large numbers of holders of a stablecoin attempt to withdraw the funds in a massive and uncontrollable manner. A run occurs when the issuer cannot honor redemption requests or loses confidence in redeeming the coins. It could spread to other stablecoins and thus pose a threat to the broader financial system. Whether or not stablecoins are subject to runs is a topic of debate, and they must be governed as such. Despite its popularity, stability is not guaranteed. Stablecoins can experience run-ups and collapses. This is not uncommon. While many crypto assets are subject to runs, the volatility of stablecoins is less severe than with traditional currencies. Stablecoins may become the backbone of financial services and payments in the future. This could be a boon for investors, but comes with risks of proliferation. Whether or not stablecoins are a good option for businesses depends on the circumstances. Most businesses do not want their payment methods to be volatile. In that case, stablecoins may be the best option for them. They can give them the backing of traditional currency without incurring high transaction costs. There are 2 major types of stablecoins, centralized and decentralized. The former offers stability and privacy, and the latter gives the monetary backing of a traditional currency.